theemotions.com decided that they would give you 5 steps to overcome any fear.
Theemotions.com?
Yeah, it wasn't credited to any specific author, so I see that he is probably a little sheepish about having...
That's pretty much my
this.
trusted source. Like, I don't even believe a news story unless it's posted on theemotions.com.
It would only be news stories on emotions.
I have a constant email correspondence with the mods. I mean, it's mostly one-sided. It's mostly stop emailing us.
They're like, we haven't been relevant for 12 years. We haven't updated it since 2001.
We're not here.
So... if you want to overcome your fears, listen up. I will tell you the surefire method, my 5 steps and ways.
Your 5 steps or theemotion.com's 5 steps?
I'm their spokesperson at the moment.
That's not true. That is not a legally factual statement. That's satire. Satire's legal, so it's okay.
Thank you for getting us our out-of-jail-free card here. Step 1. First step to overcoming different types of fears is to identify them. What are you afraid of?
Me?
Or you?
Long walks on the beach.
You're afraid of intimacy?
No, intimacy's cool, but long walks on the beach, that
Suck.
just sounds... Can we have a leisurely stroll through the park or something?
Either way, it sounds extremely exhausting.
Yeah, how long is this walk?
And the beach isn't exactly, the best grip, so...
The beach is cool, but yeah, a long walk on the beach would be extra tiring. You're walking through sand.
A brisk stroll, or a short walk. I don't like long walks.
All right,
I like
so
my walks short.
In order to conquer my fears, I have to identify my fears.
Identify your fear, okay? Because, you can't try to overcome something you don't know what the fuck you're overcoming. Make sense? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not? Moving on. Number 2.
No. Sorry. Okay, I am afraid that when Jurassic Park 4 comes out this coming May, it's going to suck. I've identified that fear.
There you go. You see your fear. You've identified it. Now you're one step closer to overcoming that fear.
Yeah! I'm not afraid anymore. No, I still am. I need 4 more steps.
Oh, Donnie Darko. Okay, we got this. We have identified our fear. We know what we're doing. Let's move on to step number 2. The second step for overcoming fears.
Step number 2, the second step.
It's like a sequel title. The second step for overcoming fears is to take responsibility and acknowledge you are feeling afraid, which kind of sounds like step number 1.
All right.
But different.
That step's really easy. Okay, fine. I acknowledge that I'm afraid. I wouldn't have
Jurassic
I
Park,
wouldn't have looked for steps to cure my fear if I hadn't already acknowledged that I was afraid.
Do you think maybe step number 2 should have been before step number 1?
Yeah,
acknowledge
probably.
that you're afraid and then identify the fear.
And then figure out why you're afraid.
Okay, so easy. Cross that one off the list.
That should have been step number 0. Like, you've already acknowledged you're afraid if you're looking for ways to conquer fear.
That's neither here nor there. I had to... you know what? This was really only a 3-step list, and I had to get some filler in somewhere.
And my boss told me people like top 5s. They don't like top 3s.
Exactly. Top 3s is not enough to keep them coming back. So, step number 3. The third step for overcoming fear is to identify the negative source or situation. Does it come from a past experience?
Seriously?
Did any of your parents suffer the same?
Yes, I've already identified the source of my fear is Jurassic Park 3 and Colin Trevorrow's treatment of this source material and whether or not it's actually going to be any good.
So we're doing pretty good then. We're identifying and we're still identifying, and now we have 3 steps of identifying and acknowledgement.
Oh, I've almost conquered this fear.
See, look, you too can overcome your fear. We're almost there. We're almost to the end.
I'm not as afraid as I was.
But still a little bit. So we're going to move on to step number 4. The 4th step. If you're finding difficulties overcoming some types of fear, seek for professional help. Otherwise, set a plan for overcoming your fear.
Seriously?
You must face it.
No. Hold up. Time out. No. Step 4.
Oh, we're pulling a Zach Morris timeout?
Hold on.
Zach Morris timeout.
Yeah,
okay.
Zach Morris timeout, but you're allowed it. I'm pull you out of time.
Pulled me in,
like
so okay,
that
so
girl
we're
in
both
Platoon of Power Squadron.
Sweet.
Don't go in your wobbly thing.
I won't.
Timeout. Step 4 on 5 ways, or the 5 steps to conquer your fears, is to seek professional help.
Well, there's a part
Fuck
2.
you. Fuck you.
There's a part 2 to my plan of step 4.
Fuck you.
That's just A of A and B addendum.
Clearly, this was a 2-step plan. Step
Security.
1, acknowledge you're afraid. Step 2, get help, bro. Go to the doctors.
No, because there's still a step
if it's
after
really
this.
that big a problem. Okay, I can't wait to hear what step 5 is.
You'll be on the edge of your seat, buddy.
Accept that you're afraid. Oh, okay, thanks. I've acknowledged it, I've identified it, and now I've accepted it.
I can just picture us, like me being the guy in like a hotel conference room, giving a speech or whatever, trying to sell my self-help book or something, and you're the guy that's like, no.
It's
no.
Beavis and Butthead's teacher. You guys, you have to acknowledge your fears. You know, the hippie guy with the guitar.
You're not helping me at all.
You're
Sell my
saying
book.
nothing. Identifying, acknowledging, and accepting. Okay, they're not synonyms, but you're saying nothing. You're saying the same thing over and over again.
So 4, 1
By
through 3 has been one
inference.
step, and 4 has been a giant leap.
Okay, so what's step 5, Craig?
No, I wasn't done with step 4. But you have to call time in first.
Oh, time in.
Okay. Otherwise,
Someone just tackles you.
ow. Otherwise, set a plan for overcoming your fear. You must face it for overcoming it. Let's say that you were afraid of public speaking and you have to give a talk in front of a lot of people. You have many options. Take a course in public speaking, write down what you want to say, and
You're
practice
right.
in your home in front of
That's
families
true.
and friends.
Yeah.
Or engage in an alternative therapy, such as emotional freedom techniques or self-hypnosis techniques.
Yes, I have many
frickin'
options.
brutal.
You know how many options I thought I was going to get? Fucking 5. Okay? Yes, I was looking for a plan to conquer my fear. That's what I thought you were giving me. But
Step
no,
4 is find a
apparently-
plan.
Apparently, step 4 in my plan is to come up with a plan. Thanks.
I can't do all the work for you, buddy. I can only take your money.
All right. I can't wait. Lay it on me. What's step 5? Because I'm ready to conquer this fear of Jurassic Park 4 being awful.
Step number 5. Be patient with yourself, buddy. Maybe your first talk in front of people will not be so good. Or maybe, the first viewing of Jurassic Park 4 might not be so good. But try it again.
Maybe Jurassic Park 5 will be okay.
The more familiar you become with the situation of Jurassic Park 4.
The more familiar you become with the same plot. Dinosaurs escaping a park.
The more familiar you are with Jurassic Park 4, the faster you'll overcome it. That's it. Just
So
let-
by
let
Jurassic
it
Park
ride.
8, I should be.
Just wait it out,
like,
buddy.
You know what? Fuck it.
Just
They're
wait
all
it
gonna
out.
suck. I don't even care.
Let's put it this way: you're deathly afraid of spiders. Just give it time. The more you talk to spiders, maybe the less you'll be afraid of them.
Well, see, no, that's actually something that leads me to something kind of serious. That was a way I dealt with one of my fears. I've been afraid of spiders my whole life. Now, not
Me too.
deathly afraid of them. You
Same
know
here.
What I mean, but they freak me out. If there's a spider in my room, like, okay, when I was younger, if there was a spider in my room
Burn the house down.
and I tried to kill it and it fell and ran away,
Oh, fuck that.
I'm sleeping.
Mom.
I'm sleeping in the living room. I'm sleeping
Yeah.
in the living room playing video games. I'm not sleeping in my room.
I probably,
Playing video
I
games.
feel like I was on the same level.
Nowadays, it doesn't bother me as much. They still bother me and freak me out if I'm hanging out on my bed and a spider comes on my bed. Thank
Burn the
God
house
that
down.
hasn't happened in years, but I will freak out. But for the most part, I'm better at it because there are certain things that you're afraid of that you have to. We talked about this in my spiders episode, actually. Wow, I
Yeah.
thought I had never talked about this before. But that you have to just accept they're never going to go away. There will always be spiders in my house. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Everyone's house has multiple spiders. Spiders are everywhere. If they did go away, you'd probably not like the way the world was.
You,
because
sir, are
there'd be
not
less
helping my
food, more
arachnophobia.
bugs. Huh?
You, sir, are not helping my arachnophobia.
No?
No, you're not helping it.
Well, it takes years, Craig. But if you meditate on that thought, I don't mean sit there and meditate, but if you keep that thought
Meditating's for sissies.
every time you have a fear of a spider and you keep that thought in your head that, like, look, this is a fear of something that's never going to go away. It's pointless to be afraid of it. I have to acknowledge, identify, and accept it.
You're already starting to learn. You got it going, man.
But seriously, you know what I mean? It's like being afraid of dying. Like, yes, it's good to be afraid of spiders so that one doesn't bite you. So that if there's one coming towards you and it might be poisonous, you get the fuck out of there or you kill it. But it's not good to be afraid of spiders that, like, that looming specter of a spider that you know is somewhere in your house bothers you. That shouldn't bother you, just like the looming specter of death.
Right, because...
that will come at some point. You can't let that bother you.
And that's because whether you can see it or not, this might not help actual people that have severely arachnophobic. But
Spiders. In your underwear, there are spiders.
Maybe not
everywhere.
in your underwear, but there's definitely spiders somewhere in the place you live.
When you're like, this may not help. Spiders. Ooh, spiders in your mouth, spiders up your nose, spiders in your underwear.
They planted eggs in your cheek, and they're going to burst.
So many people just turned off the podcast.
Like, fuck, spiders, they're in my panties.
You're like, Fairpoint's been good. I'm going to review 1 star, unsubscribe, and it's been a good run, guys. Hey, 75 episodes. You guys made it pretty far.
Who would have thought that fear is where we crossed the line? Who would have thunk it?
Hey guys, if you liked that, you can find the whole, like, almost 2-hour fucking podcast to listen to on iTunes. You can find it pretty much on any, like, smartphone or computer or whatever. Just search Fairpoint Podcast. You'll find it. If you're not sure what we're all about, just go check it out. We got tons more videos on the YouTube channel you can browse. Give us a subscribe and look up the episodes. Let us know what you think. Hope you enjoyed that video. We've got more coming soon.